All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke.
Yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I'd like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me, I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony, ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke.
This is not about freedom. I'll use my power to get them out of the way. Come on. I got hairy legs.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Ooh. Welcome, everyone, to episode 19 hundo and 69 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in that realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you bitches. Got some coffee. All right, fam. Welcome to the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Funday Q&Anus. We are going to take a lot of questions, and we are going to be here for a little while because it's a beautiful day, and I want to go enjoy it, and I think you should go and do the same. I hope it's beautiful where you are. The sun is out. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping, and the bacon is sizzling. And the coffee is hot. So let's get into today's episode. Remember to hit that like button. Check out swolenormousx.com for all the information on joining the greatest fitness fam in the realm. We do have, before we get into today's episode, we do have an announcement because tomorrow we have our weekly accountability meeting that will be going live at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Again, that is 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow inside Swole TV, so don't miss out on that. We will be going over some awesome new releases, and if you were here last week and you know of all the stuff that we dropped with Swolenormous Premium, if you know about the Swole Studio, if you know about Papa Swolio's featured pump, you are going to be super, super fucking stoked for tomorrow's episode. So that will be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Don't miss out, because if you're not a part of the fam, you will not have access to that. So join Swolenormous X today over at swolenormousx.com, and you will never miss a single episode of your favorite Mancast. How we doing, Darth, Aaron, Nicole, Amanda, Angela, James? What up, fam? What up, Holly? Everyone's here, or most people are here. Tyler, Original, welcome, welcome. Cerny, good morning, good fucking morning. All right, we'll talk more about Swolenormous X. We'll answer any questions you have. Drop them in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Now, let's just get into today's episode. If you're listening on Apple Podcast, take a moment, leave a 5-star review, write a review. And everyone else, if you haven't yet done so, make sure you leave a review and hit that like button. Drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today? Let's get this Falcon out. Falcon. Oh, there you are, Beach. Let's go. Let's bust this fucking nut open.
USA, greatest country in the world.
You know we had to go. You know we had to go Swole variant today. You fucking knew we had to go Swole variant today. Fam, there's no other way about it. Swole variant all day, every day. Look at that fucking beach. Look at that fucking beach. Falcon, it was nicely done. It was nicely done. All right. Drop the Swole variant in the comment down below. If you don't know what the Swole variant is, now is the time. Now is the time, fam. If you don't know what the Swole variant is, now is the time to get absolutely fucking ridiculously infected over there at papaswolio.com. Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
I gave it a 10.
It was a good start.
A 10. A fucking 10.
That's fucking bullshit. Come on, I'll burp when I want to. It's my fucking show. This is America, baby. America. Fuck yeah! All right, papaswolio.com for all the Swolenormous apparel. Now, if you're covering your nips with something that is not Swolenormous apparel this year, you should be fucking ashamed. We're coming up on the holiday season. If you're going to spread anything around with your friends, family, coworkers, spread the Swole variant over at papaswolio.com. Of course, you can help me and my campaign to make America swole in 2024. Check out all the gear. Get some Fitness Falcon gear. Get all the classic throwbacks. We are putting up we're putting up all the classic apparel. We are going to have everything. And if you're a listener of the show, because you're listening to this, which makes sense, use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. And of course, if you join the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com, you get 20% off all orders from Swolenormous Apparel over there at papaswolio.com. So get yourself some Swole variant, get infected today, the perfect apparel to go with today's Swole card. So hopefully you have a shirt or a tank, and then you'll win today's Swole card, and then you will have both, and it will be glorious.
Inconceivable.
It will be fantastic. It will be a great time. All right, let's get into some questions, shall we? First question. I saw one. Let's see. I saw one from Christian. Christian writes, Papa Swolio, what weight mace would you recommend a petite lady to begin with? Interested in some of those swollen 7s. I'm very small, but I lift regularly. I was thinking 5 or 10 pounds. I would do a 10 pounder. Absolutely. Good call. 5 is going to be, when you get the 5 pounder, that's a little tiny one that you could do with one hand. I would recommend doing a 10 pounder and just really focusing on the pendulums. So when you first get a mace, one of the best things to do, it's the form. It's the form and it's your thoracic spine and just kind of getting used to holding it and the grip strength. So you just hold it over the back of your head and just kind of use your body weight, use your core and just swing and make it like a pendulum. And once you kind of get that flow, you're able to do those circles really easily. 10 pounder for sure. That's light. And the thing is with the mace, it's very similar to a kettlebell. Once you do it, once you learn the form of a mace, your weight goes up dramatically. So when I first started doing the mace, I got a 10 pounder, or I got a 20 pounder because I kind of got not stuck, but I got into the mace action because I saw one online that was being sold. I actually paid a little bit too much for it, considering I could have gotten them on Amazon for like a 10, 15 bucks cheaper, but it was local to me. So I thought, oh, cool, there's a mace. Let me try one of those. So I went and got it. It was 20 pounds. And just because I wasn't used to the form, it was a little bit too heavy just to get started, because when you're learning form, you don't want to go super heavy because you're off a little bit. You're torquing your elbows and your wrists and your shoulders. You got to be careful. So I went online and purchased a 15. And then I forget if I got a 5 for Mama's, just for us, just to fuck around. I kind of got the whole set. So I think I have a 5, a 10. A 5 is like a little tiny one. It's like for a little leprechaun. Frodo Baggins' mace. So I think I have a 5 just for a one-arm thing. I'm not sure, actually. So I have a 5, 10. I have the 10, 15, 20, 25, and I have 30. I don't have anything above 30. They make them heavier. They make them like 35 or 40, but depends on what you're doing. It just gets to the point where you're kind of like kettlebells, where you're only going to do certain exercises with them after a while, but the heavier ones are great too. So I'm definitely kind of in the range. Whenever I pick up a mace bell, I'm usually doing I'm usually going between 15 and above. So it depends on if I'm doing more higher repetition. And sometimes I'll grab a lighter one, just kind of really warm up, use the Indian clubs, and then I'll get into the heavier ones. But yeah, long-winded answer, but 10 pounds is great for a starting point. I wouldn't go lower than 10 because then you're dealing with a shorter shaft. That's what she said. Get it? Yeah. Shorter shaft. Talking about penis. That's right.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
Talking about penis on the Daily Swole. Who would have thunk it? All right, so we're taking pure questions today. I got a story. Should we just get into this one story? I didn't do it yesterday, and tomorrow's the accountability meeting. So let's just get into it. You want it? You want a story? All right. Look at this fucking garbage.
What's in the box?
All right. All right. Where's my cursor? Just call him Wokerine, new executive of the Marvel Universe, says the studio could drop the men from X-Men over concerns the title is not inclusive. Oh my God, I got the perfect soundboard.
Fuck yourself.
Yo, go absolutely, completely out of your way to fuck yourself, please. Just go out of your way. Don't even hold back. Just whatever you can possibly do to fuck yourself, please do exactly just that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You are going to ruin everything. The same thing with James Bond. I guess James Bond is now a black woman. These movies are going to tank. Remember Ghostbusters when they made it in 2016? These movies are all going to tank. You need to create new characters. I personally think it's insulting to have a woman do James Bond. It's like, you can't think of another character. You can't create any more. You don't have any kind of creativity to create something for a woman. You have to just take over a man, pander to people. Absolutely ridiculous. Was it going to be X people? X them? X they? X they? X they? Oh, fucking lunatics. No, seriously, I've stopped watching sports completely. I never really did, but I will never watch the NFL. Ever. I will certainly never watch them again, especially with this two national anthem bullshit. There's one national anthem and everything else you can go fuck yourself on. I don't care what song, I don't care what black song it is, I don't care if it's Nelly, I don't care who the fuck sings it. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. There's one anthem for the entire country, and then you can listen to the music that you like. So that kind of stuff pisses me off. Are you joking? No, Holly. Are you joking? You got to be fucking kidding me. Please tell me that's not real. Holly just said there's going to be a new The Wonder Years with all black cast. If there is, tell me that's not true. You know, there's plenty of amazing movies, plenty of amazing actors, plenty of amazing roles with black characters or Asian characters. Fine. Just write new stuff, write better stuff. Why do you have to keep on redoing the same old shit? Seriously, where's the creativity? The Wonder Years is true? What the are you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck is that?
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
What the hell
Shut up,
kind
Hank.
of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
We're not hating anyone here. Are you kidding me? Fred Savage is is actually producing it? Well, that's embarrassing. No one's going to watch this shit. Who the fuck is watching this crap anyway? Who's watching these things? Anyway, so the new Marvel, super woke Disney Marvel crap. Yeah. All hail China. All hail Xi Jinping. Hein. Miyagi-say, Wolverine. Hey, I know it's a different, but you know, that's the only accent that's the only one I can do. That's still allowed. That's not allowed, but I'll do it anyway. Disney bought the rights to X-Men last year, and ever since, Marvel Studios has been trying to integrate X-Men characters into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's see. Hinted that thinking that the name isn't sufficiently inclusive. That's the little phrase here. I don't really want to read into this. Pretty woman, pretty they, pretty non-binary. Pretty non-binary, pretty, we're not sure. Let's see. Other Marvel non-movie properties are undergoing similar woke changes, a company directive that Kevin Feige, a longtime Marvel executive, has been working on in recent years to better integrate the Marvel Cinematic Universe with comic books, which have trended towards a change in wokeness. Oh my God. The newly minted president also has been behind an effort to turn perpetual Marvel villain Loki into a gender-fluid character. Okie dokie. Okay.
Don't forget
That's
to
enough.
watch where the
That's
sun
enough.
don't shine.
That's enough. That's enough. 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 Gender fluid. Yo, there's no such thing. I'm sorry if you want to pretend to be a male or a female. So that means today, look, I don't care what you want to do, but we can still make fun of it because it's insane. I can just say I'm a woman today. That's what it means. Okay? That's what it means. I'm a woman. Hey, everyone, I'm a woman right now. Look, right now, I'm telling you right now, I am a woman. You have to call me, I don't know. Well, there's already Mama Swolio, but Papa Swolia. I'm a woman. So now you can't say anything. Now you can't say anything to me. I am protected because I am marginalized. How do you think I feel? Muscular with a beard. And I'm a woman. How do you think I feel? This is my lived experience. Yeah, see, I don't care if Loki is a peaceful bandit. Loki was actually both male and female mythology. Like, fine. If that's the mythology, obviously, right? That's what it is. But when you're making shit up, in other words, don't change things that aren't that, right? Don't make things that aren't that. Don't make woke shit. Okay? Look, I'm not a woman. I'm sorry. Wait, no, I am again. Now I am again. I'm a woman again. Come on, round of applause. Papa Swolio. How do I look? No, seriously, how do I look? Do I look good? No, tell me. Honestly, how do I look? How do I look for a woman? Not bad, right? Not bad? Right? Come on. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad for a they. Not bad for a thons. Not bad for a zir. Whatever the fuck. I feel like I'm already in. All right. How do I look? I'm a woman. I'm a woman. How do you think I feel as a muscular, testosterone coursing woman? How do you think I feel with a beard? Don't you think I'm judged? Don't you think I'm judged when I go outside as a woman? Look at me. Look at me. How do you think I'm marginalized in society? How do you think I feel? Mama Swolio, we went to get sushi last. So we went out to dinner. How do you think I felt? Everyone was staring at me because I am a muscular, bearded woman. How the fuck do you think I feel? You don't understand. You don't know my lived experience. Nice rack. You see? You see? Toxic masculinity from a woman. You see what's going on here? This toxic female masculinity from Jessica. That's fucking bullshit. You're all making me really uncomfortable here. I don't know if I can go on. On second thought, I think I can. All right, let's get some gorillas. All right, I'm back to being a man. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm a man again. All right, now I feel normal. Wait. Oh. No, I'm back on. I'm a woman now. Yeah, I feel the same, actually. Okay, let's move on. All right, we'll just be both. I'll just be both for the rest of this. I don't know. You guys choose. Do a hashtag. What should I be? Should I be a woman for the rest of this episode? Maybe we'll pick at the beginning of, yeah, I'm topless. Now I'm topless. Now I'm, oh my God, look at my nips. Now my nips these are breasts now. These are breasts. These are person glands. I don't know. Yeah, stop objectifying me. This is what, it's like a circle. It's like a circle. All right, fine. I'm a man. All right, I'll be a woman. I don't even know anymore. I'm confused. See, even I'm confused now. Maybe I'm questioning. I'm asking questions. It's Ask Papa Swolio, so I guess we'll do the Q today. Should it be a Q? Let's just pick a letter. Everyone, just fucking pick a letter. Let's go. Let's go. It's America. We can do whatever we want. All right, we'll stop with this nonsense. All right, you see how it feels? It's just great to be like, hey, look, all right, let's come back to common sense land. All right, here we go. Reality. Let's push that off to the side. Just think, some people live in all that. Some people live in all that. They live as all that. All that. Huh? All right. Well, reality is still here. You see? All you gotta do is be like, derp, and back to normal. All right, here we go. Let's get into another question. If you got questions, drop in the comments. Ask Papa Swole. If you want to ask about my gender and what I am today, you can ask that too. We can still talk about it because I'm still trying to find out. I'm questioning. I'm asking all of you, what am I? Am I swole? Am I pan? I think I might be a pansexual. I mean, I make bacon a lot. I make a lot of bacon. A lot. All right, let's take this question. Lifting makes it better on Instagram. I don't disagree. Papa Swolio, what's your favorite? Ooh, I like the U. So fancy from the UK. What's your favorite? Your favorite exercise for sick back gains. I don't like favorite exercises, but I do love, I use them with bands now, but I do have a cable machine I'm going to set up once we redo the gym. But I love seated high angle pull downs. I also like doing them as a pull up with you put your feet forward. So your lower back is rounded. You can bend your knees too, but it's really great if you have a bench or a ladder and you can put your feet up. That way you're keeping your spine in a flex position, which really stretches the lats a lot. So I like those types of like hip flexed pull-ups. So it really puts a lot of pressure on the origin for the lats. I also love T-bar rows. Although my current setup, I want to get I need a couple blocks to get a little bit higher, get a little bit more stretch in the T-bar rows. I love T-bar rows too. There's so many great exercises for back. Pendlay rows, barbell rows. I'm just listing tons and tons of shit. All right. You guys having issues with video? I have complete pure connection. It's great on my end. So if you're having any issues, just exit out, come back in. All right, hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, and of course we'll take some questions live, and we got some other questions that are coming up on Instagram. This one's from Roman Gladiator. Fucking prove it. Maybe I'll identify as a Roman Gladiator. All right, what do you think about creatine? What do I think about it in terms of using it? It's safe. It's fine. Just get a creatine monohydrate. I actually did. Speaking of creatine, you get this in meat, but of course, if you take a 5-gram supplement, it's going to be a lot more concentration than you'll get in grass-fed beef, even if you ate it all day. You're not gonna, I don't understand why people say, oh, you're going to retain so much water and bloating. I've never seen that in my life. So if you're eating healthy and you're taking a little bit extra creatine, you're going to be fine. You don't need to load or anything like that. One thing, I mean, some people are going to find, you might find more of a benefit. Some people might not see as much of a difference from taking it just because your natural stores of creatine, it might just top it off. Rather, if you have a lot less to fill up per se, you might see more of a benefit. So I wouldn't worry about like dangers with it. Just take as described and you'll be fine. 5 grams a day for maybe a lighter female, 2-3 grams, but 2-5 grams a day is totally fine, depending on body weight and body mass. But I did get an email from, because I use creatine too. And I think I haven't found anything like, I've just been taking it in addition. And sometimes I'll try some of these supplements and see if I see a difference, but I like how I'm training, I like how I'm feeling. So it's really hard to say, well, I'm taking creatine, all of a sudden, all these different gains. It doesn't really work like that. You might feel benefits, but it's really hard to maybe parse out what you're feeling and what benefits you're feeling. But I did get an email, that being said, because I ordered from a company, and I got an email saying that there's creatine shortages and saying that going into 2022, because we talked about supply chain and issues with finding things like pallets and glass for alcohol and pallets for shipping and just these raw ingredients, that creatine is going to be, there's a lot of shortages with creatine and also whey protein. So that pricing going into like 2022 is going to skyrocket. So I got a couple extra things. So in other words, if you have a brand or something that you use in terms of creatine, things like that, I would look into maybe stocking up a little bit. Anything that you use in general, whether it's toilet paper or toothpaste or any items that you use regularly, I would stock up on if you haven't already. Yeah, you don't need fancy forms of creatine like creatine HCl. Like a lot of that stuff is it's just nonsense. But if you really have issues, you could play around with different kinds, but just straight creatine is fine for pretty much everyone. So you'll be good. Monohydrate's fine. Monohydrate's fine. You're going to pay more for HCl. I don't think it's expensive either way, but you'll just be fine with monohydrate. You really will. But if you feel like you want to try a different one and you like it better, then you buy what you like. But most people would just be fine with monohydrate. Of course, if you ever have any issues with one type, just try a different kind. The molecules are a little bit larger. It might just be, might react or absorb. I'm not an expert on all the different types of creatine, but they're always coming out with something else. Doesn't mean that it's going to work better for you, but maybe you'll digest. If one bothers your stomach for whatever reason, who cares what the reason is, then you can try something else. All right. Another question. Brock Nels. If you got questions live, drop in the comments. #AskPapaSwolio. Reminder, we do have an awesome fucking Swole card. Who wants the Swole variant? Let's go, baby. Come on, drop that. Drop it. Swole variant, baby. Come on. Who wants to catch that Swole variant? I know you do, you sluts. Okay. Brock Nels. How do I create and stay disciplined? How do I create the discipline? You just do it. Create those habits. Great book. It's in Papa Swolio's book list, book club over on the Amazon store. Check out Atomic Habits. It's a great book. All you need to do is start building those incremental habits. You have to start building those small habits and executing those small habits every day. And that will build, shocker, your habits. And then you just do it. Like you need to do whether you feel like it or not. Now, I train every day. Do I always lift heavy? No, but I am doing something. I am doing something active to invest in my health. I'm doing sauna. I'm doing cold plunge. Sometimes I'm doing some mobility. Maybe I'm really sore and I'm tight. I just want to do some mobility. Fine. So I do a little kettlebell work. I do a little rope climbing or something. I do some stretching and I do some sauna. That's fine. I'm still training. I'm still investing in my body and my health and I'm eating right. So discipline is just doing things because you need to rather than you want to. It has nothing to do with want, it has nothing to do with motivation. But the thing is, you do want those results, right? You do want those results. So it's not that you don't want the result. You might not want to do the things to get the result, but that's irrelevant. Think about that. Do you want to have a physique? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to feel more mobile? Do you want to have less pain? Do you want to get to this end point? Fine. Then who the fuck cares what you have to do? You need to do the right things. You need to do the right things, and you need to execute every day. And that's why we have the 7 pillars. So if you don't know what those are, download your free copy, swolenormousx.com. And the reason why we have those is because they're outlined, they're very simple, they're very straightforward, and they cut through all the bullshit. It allows you to customize your life, but it gives you that checklist to make sure that you are getting all these things done every day, because there's no days off with the 7 pillars. And if you do have days off, then guess what? You're not doing the 7th one. You're not being consistent. And that's the most important. Doesn't matter if you do 1 through 6 and you do it every other month, you need to be consistent with all those pillars. And it's very important to stay on top of it. Discipline. Discipline is forged. You have to forge that discipline. You have to force momentum and fucking do it. And if you want those results, if you really want results, if you want muscles, you want a physique, you want this, or you're just running your fucking mouth. If you want it, you'll do it. If you don't want it, you won't fucking do it. You'll make some kind of bullshit excuse. Think about something that you've wanted to buy that you saved up for, or anything that you've wanted to achieve that you've done. And it was really hard. Wow, but you did it. Yeah, you fucking did it. Why? Because you wanted to do it, because you wanted the outcome, or you needed to do it. This is no different. This is no different. Fucking do it. If you want to do it, you'll do it. If you don't want to do it, you won't do it. Simple, end of story. All right? It's very fucking simple. Very simple. We'll just hit that one every fucking day. All right, more questions. Let's see. Aaron, I'd love to catch a serious case of the Swole variant. Goddamn right you do. Trevere, 270, Papa Swolio. I made my significant other made beef liver for dinner last night, and he hated it. Cooked it lightly and couldn't get past the texture. I, on the other hand, loved it. Should he just try freezing and eating it that way? You can. I'm not going to recommend people do what I do, just because that's on your own accord. Depends on what you're getting. If you're getting grass-fed, grass-finished, really high-quality beef liver, you should be fine. I've always done that, so I've always been fine. Yeah, I mean, cooking, there's many ways to prepare it, and maybe he didn't cook it that well. I'm not saying he did cook it well, or didn't maybe cut it too thick, or can cut it thinner. You can mix it up. Another way to get liver in, just FYI, you can mix it in with some ground beef. So you have some grass-fed ground beef, you chop up some liver, and you mix it in with that beef, and you're not even going to taste it. You really will not taste it. So you can mix it in other different ways. You could take it as a desiccated organ supplement, or I just have it frozen. I'll just fucking eat it raw. I've never had an issue. I'm not recommending anyone do it just for safety reasons, but if you're getting quality grass-fed, regeneratively raised, all that stuff, grass-fed beef liver, it's healthy animal, healthy shit. And, don't necessarily want to do that with all organs, but I literally am living proof that I've just never had an issue. Could I have an issue someday? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I've never had it. Just doing it for fucking years. So a lot of times if you're like deep freezing something for a long time, it'll kill certain bacteria. I just never had a problem with it. Maybe squeeze a little lemon on it. But you're just like chewing it a couple times, and then swallow with water. You'll digest it. Never had a problem. So you can recommend that, or just learn how to cook it different ways. Tyler, are you familiar with Mark Bell's Power Project podcast? I've heard of it. I've never listened to it, but I know who he is. So familiar in name, but I don't really listen to fitness podcasts at all. Let's see. Ooh, Jay Sigmund, going back about 10 minutes. There's no such thing as chicks with dicks. It's only dudes with tits. Fact. I mean, I have tits. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? I mean, I have tits. I have nips. They just don't secrete. They don't secrete the milks. They don't give the milks, yeah? Yeah, look at the boobies. But they don't give the milks, yeah? Man nipples. Awkward. Heyo, watching on vacay. What up, B Mason? I use the supplements. We have leftovers and going to do that and mix with rice tonight. I'll keep you updated. You can mix it. Just mix it. Like a great way to put heart. Beef heart is great. Beef heart is like steak. So beef heart, liver, and you could do some spleen. I mean, those things taste kind of sweet. It's just a different type of flavor. And that's just the texture. I don't understand what the texture with liver. It's really not that much different. You know, the taste, it's definitely different. And if you're not used to eating organ meats, it's the flavor, it's different. Imagine growing up on that kind of stuff. It'll taste normal. Just think about how unhealthy Americans are, because my grandfather used to eat liver and onions. That's a classic for the older generation, right? But you don't go to a store, you don't go to a restaurant to see liver everywhere and organs. You don't see that. And that's some of the healthiest food in the fucking world that we're always talking about. Power foods. People want to eat these antioxidant green kale shakes. Get the fuck out of here with that noise. Just have a couple ounces of beef liver and you're straight. And you don't see that anywhere. So our entire culture is completely disconnected from eating the best parts of the animal, especially when it comes to the grass-fed heart, liver, even like intestines, all these different things. And I'm not saying eat all these in whole form. You can if you're into that, or if you know how to cook it or prepare it, have access to it. But desiccated organ supplements are just a great way to do it. But yeah, I just want it in my body. I don't care about like preparing it, liver. Oh yeah, I just here swallow it. I want it done. I don't care. I'm not sitting there trying to like hang out with the liver. I just eat it raw. That's why I eat it raw. Swallow it. Done. I'm for function. Get in my body so I can get back to fucking work. Let's fucking go.
I am the danger.
Get some more America. Come on, baby. Come on. Doesn't live on the Q&Anus. Hashtag Swole variant for a chance to get infected with the best form of, with the best virus around. The Swole variant, you want all of it and you want to bathe in it. You want to spread it as far and as fast as you fucking can. Can you imagine if like the White House or the mainstream media, CDC comes out and like, beware, they call it the Swole variant, and then it's just and then all of a sudden all my content will just get banned instantly because I'm talking about spreading the Swole variant. And they're like, haha, this is the way that we can cancel Papa Swolio. We can boot him off because he's been promoting the Swole variant. So if we named it the Swole variant. We will be victorious.
Mr. Strickland.
I don't think they would, though. Because everyone would be like, huh? Are they just going to skip S? Because they went for like the mu variant. What's after that? M, N, O, P, Q. The Q variant. R. Where are they going to go after that? Zeta. They're just going to jump right to Z. And then go on beyond zebra. Or did they cancel that book yet? They cancel that one yet? Yeah, well... let's see. RW, my daughter Googled worst vegetable. One listed kale as the worst. Yep, no shit. The very next listed kale is one of the best. This is why we can't find good information. Yeah, kale is literally... Like, why would you chew that? Think about raw kale. It's not edible. It's not edible. Try chew on raw fucking kale. I love raw kale. Bullshit, you do. Bullshit. Anyone that tells you they like raw kale, they're a fucking liar. They're a liar. Go out and pull a leaf off a fucking tree and eat it. My God. God damn. Tyler, I heard a lot about how nasal when sleeping is beneficial. Should you still breathe through your nose the entire day? Yeah, whenever you can. In and out through your nose. Yeah, it's hard when you're talking and stuff. Like, you know, I'm talking now, but definitely in and out through your nose. What you can do, and this is from, I don't know if this was in James Nestor's book, Breathe, but I do this at night. I've been doing it since he was on the Joe Rogan podcast like a year or two ago. You take a little square. I take a little square of surgical tape and just put it just a little bit right here. You can still breathe out of your mouth if you have to. A little square right over the middle of my mouth, and then make sure that you breathe through your nose at night. You won't snore. You'll sleep better. It's awesome. So it's a really good thing. Now, you can't cancel the Swole. You can't cancel the Swole. You fucking can't, man. You can't. We got the Swole fam. We got Swolenormous X. We're impenetrable. Join the Swole fam today over at swolenormousx.com. Let's fucking go.
He's on fire!
We got private streams. We got some roundtable action coming. We got a lot of shit coming up, fam. We got a lot of shit coming up. Quiet. We got some announcements tomorrow. It's going to be a fucking big week. Join the Swole fam today. It helps support the show and all the fucking great content, Swolenormous X. Join today, swolenormousx.com. I'm very singing today. Let's see here. Best way to cook kale, dump in trash, and eat a ribeye. Well said, Matthew. Well said. Very well done. Kale is yucky. I tried making kale chips because, quote, it's good for you, but couldn't stomach it. I wonder why. You're eating like bark from a tree. God, can't. Ugh. My God. You know, it's funny. You go out to sushi, right? Went out with her family and stuff. So we went to get sushi, and I just get the nice big thing. I get 2 trays. I get 2 orders of sashimi and just combine them on one. So they give me this whole like stack and like pile. And they have kale. There's literally kale as, I guess, you know, they have the ice and stuff, and they have this the salmon or the tuna and all those things on it, right? All those sashimi things. But they have the little leaves as a garnish just to make it look. I'm like, get this fucking shit away from my fish. Get away from my fish. It's just rubber. It's just green rubber. We are the Swole. The Swole. Is that a new shirt? Join the Swole. We're not a Swole fam. Swole. Crap Mo Stank. All right. Over there on Twitch. Wisdom, baby. My friend has been working out for 4 months and is getting fed up of the gains. And he's now on the juice. Is he a dumbass for not being patient, or is he doing the smart thing by speeding up the progress? No, he's a dumbass. You live for 4 months and get on the sauce? Fucking bitch. 4 months. I'm getting fed up. It's taking too long. Oh, nice. You trained for 4 months. I remember my first beer. Yeah, he's, of course.
Yow.
No, he's being a dumbass. Mike, is the accountability meeting moving to 10 a.m. from now on? For now, yeah. For now. It's better because then the accountability meeting gets up earlier for anyone that can't make it live. And also we get the day started earlier. It's a great way. Earlier shows are in general just so much better because we get to launch the day with them. I mean, we could shift back. It depends on how I feel. Could go back to evening shows in the future. You never know. I like both. But I want to push them earlier just because the sun's out and I need to be outside. I need to get outside in a few minutes. I need my sunlight. So who knows? Maybe we'll shift. It depends. This time of year, in this phase right now, we're in an early show push. We rotate around. We mix it up. Always keep you on your toes. But the meeting will be at 10 a.m. this week. I'll just announce it every week. And if it changes, it changes. But it's only an hour or two. No big deal. Base Bunny Love. Papa Swolio, will you be getting more of the Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice shirts in the store? New designs because the last ones got fucking banned. We got the ban hammer. For all those things, I guess, copyright type stuff with the Starbucks. We got some new designs coming. So we will have some new shit. So yeah, we're going to have some cool stuff. Very excited for this like season because we have a lot of new apparel and a lot of like 2.0 versions of shirts coming out. So it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. That was nice. I'll take it. Matthew, some random Swole After Darks are good on thefts with a cigar, but the morning Swole show is great too. Yeah. I do like the Swole fam roundtable. Get a cigar, relax with the Swole fam. I love those. Yeah, I wish. Look, for real, I wish I had like a really hardcore ventilation system in here. I'd be sitting here with a fucking stogie, got some coffee, got like a morning stogie. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Shit here with a pipe. Like the bubbles and shit. Yeah. Yes. But I do like, look, I like both. Now that we're talking more questions, drop in the comments. We'll be here for a few more minutes. I do like the morning shows. I like having it done. I like having it out there, everyone. Because when you're at work, you have something to listen during the day. They're both good. But, I definitely like going to sleep earlier. I go to sleep earlier, so I don't want to be blasting my eyes full of blue light late in the evening. But in general, everyone's loving the earlier shows too. Plus, if you are overseas, Europe, Australia, you get to enjoy the show too live. So I feel like it's good because look, this is early, like 9, 10, and then it kind of goes into the morning, towards noon. It's good enough. It's good. It's good. It's early morning on the West Coast. It's around midday, late morning on the East Coast. It's a good time. It fits. You see with the pipe when I'm listening to you? Very nice. A little pipe action. Pipe action. Glad I got the original Fuck Your Pink Drink shirt. Might be worth some money someday. Yeah, these are all limited editions for the most part. I don't think these designs are going to be able to be released again. We haven't, with a new site, they haven't been approved. So I have the original Fuck Your Pink Drink. I got a Fuck Your Pink Drink. I got a Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice. I got the Fuck Yo Chicken Sandwich. Remember those? I got the Fuck Your Peppermint Mocha. Do we have any other kinds? Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice. Fuck Your Pink Drink. Fuck Your Peppermint Mocha. I think that was it. I think it was just 3 of them. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for some of the new releases. I don't want to tell you anything. Secret times. All right, another question. If you got more questions, drop in the comments down below. We'll take one from Juan Halak. What if my girlfriend has bad food habits and zero gym lifestyle? Tell that biche.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Look, good thing that's your girlfriend. You can get a new one. There's 7.5 billion people in the world. I see a lot of chicks online that love to hit the gym. There's someone out there that has the same lifestyle habits as you. So here's the thing. If you look, sometimes people change together. All right. Sometimes people change together. That's great. But when you fundamentally change your nutrition, your training, like if you have that epiphany once you're with someone, this is so fundamental. It's so fundamental. You can't be with someone that doesn't have this kind of correlation. You can't be with someone that isn't on the same page as you. You really just can't. You can't. Some of you might be married for a long time and you're dealing with it and you have to justify it inside your head and you have to just kind of cope with it. But man, if you're just starting off or you're in a relationship that's not, quote, permanent, I guess nothing is nowadays, fucking find someone else. You need to have that ultimatum or that discussion, but you can encourage someone because I see there's a lot of those glow ups online, right? A boyfriend and a girlfriend or a husband and a wife are overweight or obese and they transform together. And then you have that transformation. They're both like fucking gym rats and they're all in great shape now. Like that's great too, but that's not for everyone. It's really hard. It's really hard that's like, and look, it's the same thing with the identity politics. And these are very identity oriented. Like you are someone that takes care of their health. That's your identity. You are someone who takes care of their training. You are someone who eats healthy. You are someone who practices yoga. You are someone that does these things. That's who you are. This is even more base than even religious beliefs. So if you're with someone that eats garbage and you're always seeing them, you're not going to respect them because they're not respecting themselves. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to break at some point. It's already broken. If you're asking me on an Instagram Q&A, you're answering your own question. If you are questioning your relationship, on an Instagram Q&A, there's your answer right there. You know what the answer is. That's why you're asking on an Instagram question. If you're secure in your relationship and you love someone, you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Obviously, you ain't happy. Find someone else. There are billions of people. Billions. But make sure when you're on Tinder, make sure that they're vaccinated. You got to have that in your bio. If anyone's on Tinder and I don't know what Tinder's like now, but if you see anyone on Tinder that says vaccinated, if anyone says that, if they have a mask in their profile picture or they put their vaccination status, they can fuck off too. Okay? Don't date a sheep. You have a chance to not be with a sheep. Get a goat. Oh. Or is that a sheep? That's a goat. Whatever. Never go full Steve. Holy shit, I forgot about that. Stop caling my gains. Yeah, don't kale. You're caling my gains. You're killing my gains. I'm waiting for Fauci to come out and be like, kale solves COVID. All you got to do is eat kale and COVID goes away.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Kale sales will go through the fucking roof. All right, Tyler. I've been off of social media for a week now. Well, you're on YouTube. Would it be okay to go back and limit the amount of time I use to spend? Yeah, would it be okay? Yes, my son. You may go back on, but limited. Absolutely. Don't use it often. Take your apps and move them off your home screen, delete them, make it uncomfortable, make it awkward to access them. I only use this shit for business. I don't use it for personal. I mean, my business is kind of personal. Like I post my stuff, but I don't use it for consumption. Sometimes I get trapped on TikTok for a little bit, but not really anymore. I use it to post and I get the fuck off. I don't hang around on there. Absolutely. You should be limiting your social media. Use it for the Swole fam. I mean, Telegram is great because you're in the Swole fam chat and you're chatting. You come here for the live stream or you're listening to a podcast. That's not technically social media. It is. YouTube is social media per se, but it depends on how you use it. But absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, don't put your profile picture with the mask on. You know the rules, right? If you put a picture, if your profile picture has a mask on, you're a cunt. I mean, if you want to be a cunt, then do that. But don't Fauci my holes. Stay the fuck out of my holes, Fauci. But Papa Swolio, I want to stick something in your holes. No, you can't stick it in my holes. Maybe Fauci's into like S&M shit. He wants you to wear like 3 fucking masks and stick something in your holes. 50 Shades of Fauci. Ugh. I got a flash of a visual. Matthew, that's because you keep getting banned on TikTok and can't go on there. That's true. The Swolenormous page where I'm posting all the memes, every video I post now gets banned. So now I'm banned until October 1st. So now the ban's already a week. I've had 5 videos. And everyone was blowing up. So the Swolenormous channel went from like 2,000 followers because I dug it back up to like 10,000 or 7,000 or 8,000. Yeah, it's banned until, for like another 5 days. So it's going to be permanently banned soon. I don't think I can get around it. Yeah, 1969. Yeah, 69. We got people paying attention. Joey Bag of Donuts paying attention. My boy. Don't end up like Fat Doctor UK. Yeah, don't go to medical school in the UK. Yeah. No. Well, I have multiple pages. So if you want to, don't tell anyone. So I have the Daily Swole on TikTok. I have the Papa Swolio channel. Those are the biggest ones. I also have the Swolenormous page, just Swolenormous. And that's where I was posting the memes, but that's already banned until October 1st. But I have the Daily Swole 2, where I have clips that I wouldn't post on the Daily Swole page. So, if I don't care if that gets blocked. But the Daily Swole 3, you ready for this? The TikTok page, the Daily Swole 3, I'm posting all the memes, and that's small, so they're getting through. So there's 3 Daily Swole channels. If you want to know all the pages that I have, just look at following and you'll see all the pages. So there's Daily Swole, Daily Swole 2, the Daily Swole, the Daily Swole 2, the Daily Swole 3, and that one has the memes. There's Papa Swolio and Swolenormous. Swolenormous is banned until the 1st of October. It'll be permanent banned. The next one's going to be a month. It's just not even worth it. All right. Let's see. Estian Showman. Papa Swole, your opinion on enhanced non-pro gym bros. I like that. Non-pro gym bros. Like people that are taking anabolics and stuff, their choice. Should be a free country. Like, should be free to do whatever you want. Shouldn't be illegal. Look, I don't think it should be illegal. I just think you should be able to, people should be able to go somewhere. And you can go to your doctor and get HRT and stuff like that. But I feel like people should be getting quality stuff at least and getting it safely done. That way you don't have kids like in the fucking locker room like, oh, what is this? Let me just put this in my body. Is it safe? that's up to debate depending on how it's used in X, Y, and Z. Like I've talked about HRT or TRT. Like I'm totally open to doing it if I need it, or like, hey, your testosterone's lower. It's like, bring that shit back up, or let's figure out why. With a healthy diet, proper sleep, you're not really going to have testosterone issues, but it will decline over time. I'm not against actual HRT. When you're doing like, hormone replacement therapy, replacement when you're fucking 20 years old, it's like, give me a break. But look, even for bodybuilding, this is not, there's been a lot of debate recently about what cheating, right? Cheating for bodybuilding are anabolics cheating? Is it? If there are rules against it, then yeah, it's cheating. But if there aren't rules against it, then it's not fucking cheating. I don't know. I think a lot of people want shortcuts. Everyone wants a fucking shortcut. I don't think it necessarily makes anything ideal or improves your health or your wellness. Just having more muscle mass doesn't automatically make you healthy. I think it's still relatively new, and there could be a lot of other issues. I mean, a lot of people are still, for example, if you're taking anabolics, let's say you're just the average person, you just want to be big and whatever. Okay, so you're not breaking the rule aside from like the legal issues with the law, all that stuff, and that could be up for debate, why or whether that should be. But let's say you're taking it, you're not breaking any, like, you're not cheating for your sport or for a competition and whatnot. These are people that are taking this and also sucking down tons of over-the-counter supplements and powders and artificial sweeteners, eating crap foods. Are they still sleeping properly? Are they eating quality foods? Are they sucking down cream of wheat and all this garbage, protein bars and crap like that all the time? So it's not necessarily going to counter all the normal crap you put in your body. You're still going to have leaky gut, still going to have all these other issues. How many people are taking anabolics and eating grass-fed beef and organ meats and XYZ? And, your health is still... Your health and all your other pillars still come into play, and food quality. And a lot of people that are in this kind of bodybuilding field are eating super low fat and, eating garbage foods, in my opinion. So it's not going to erase that. Just your aesthetics, the way you look doesn't mean that you're healthy. So it's not just on the outside. Thank you, RW. Appreciate the editing. Is fucking fire. It's fire. Darth, I turned 40 in 3 months and testosterone is great. Are you on HRT? Yeah. Let's see. Aaron, it's bad enough in the US. My testosterone came in at only 270 and my doctor won't prescribe HRT. What the fuck? I'm 44. That's barely above the low. I want it in the 500 to 600 range. My body, my choice. # Swole variant. Why? Is it because you're not technically in the low stage? Just eat some fucking tofu for a couple of weeks and then go back in there. Yeah. Look, I'm not against it. I've always said this. I'm not necessarily the kind of person who's like, you have to only be natural. Well, what is natural? I'm looking for optimal. I think doing HRT, and yeah, you want to preserve muscle mass as you get older. But it's different when you're getting a little bit of hormone therapy, right? To bring it up into a normal range rather than, well, my testosterone's low. Let me fucking jack it up. And you have fucking biceps coming out of your head and you're just like, right? You look like a fucking lunatic, like a cartoon character. So, next time I want to get some complete blood panels and all that work done in the near future. I want to go to I need to find a good functional medicine practitioner, someone who's up on all the latest, and obviously their approach to nutrition and health is holistic in nature, right? They're not looking at it from like, well, they're just going to say, well, your cholesterol is high. Here's a statin, or here's a, blood pressure medication or something like that. Cholesterol meds, things of that nature. They understand what these numbers actually represent. They're looking at they're doing the right panels and all those types of things. So who knows? I mean, I don't think I have any testosterone issues. I feel great and my recovery, everything's on point. But, at the same time, as you get older, these things do decrease. So it's quality of life, and it's also maintaining muscle mass. And I think it's fine. There's different things. There's science, there's technology, and there's these types of things that will enhance someone's life and wellness and longevity. And then, of course, there are excesses in that response. So, but I think when it comes to the internet, a lot of people think that when you look online, there's so many people that are taking shit like SARMs, and God, a lot of kids are taking crazy amounts of shit. And what's insane is that it's become such a standard. It's become such the new normal on the internet. Most people in the comments, you can tell, they think that some of these like results that you see from these fucking 18-year-olds or 22, that it's actually possible natural. What the fuck? Are you crazy? Anyone who's actually been lifting for years would be like, that is not fucking natural. You're not going to look like that just sitting around. Sure, after a pump with good lighting, you can look ridiculous. When you're in the gym and you have the lighting and you're post pump and you're all fucking, you can look like if I'm post like a workout with certain lighting, you know, and you're in the mirror, I look like I am juiced out of my mind with a sick pump. So many people do. It's because your blood is flushed into your muscles. It's transient hypertrophy. Your muscles are just engorged with blood, and all the veins and blood vessels are coming to the surface to cool off the blood. You know, it's just illusions a lot of times. Yeah, if you're doing HRT or you're doing TRT and you're doing that for creating that kind of, you're bringing yourself back up into a normal range, that makes sense. But taking excessive amounts, then you're putting your body out of balance, and then you can run the risk of all the side effects from taking too much, because that's not normal either. Dana Lynn Bailey is claiming she's all natural. That chick looks like a man. Like, she's jacked like a man. I haven't seen her recently, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I haven't seen her recently. I know who she is, though. She looks just fucking just yoked. Yoked. All right, trapped in my nightmares. My God. That's scary. Any equipment tips with 2 Ps? Like that tip. Just a fucking tip. Any equipment tips for a home gym with not so much space? Well, how much space? Depends. Bands, I would get a place in that space where you can anchor bands. Body Elastics makes great bands. Kettlebells are fantastic. Power blocks are great because you can get anywhere from like 10, 15 pounds all the way up to 90 pounds plus, depending on what kind of adjustable dumbbells you get. But I have the power blocks that go up to 90, and it takes up one spot rather than having an entire rack of up to 90-pound dumbbells for a fraction of the cost. If you went from 15 to 90-pound dumbbells, you'll be spending a few $1,000s easy. You get a set of power blocks that go up to 90 for like maybe $600-700. I guess, not sure if they're available now or what you can do. Kettlebells are fantastic. Kettlebells, agreed. Kettlebells are great for power. They're great for mobility. They're great for strength, grip strength. They're great for cardio. They're just fantastic, and they don't take up a lot of space. And you only need a couple of them to get the benefits from a variety of tons of different exercises. So, yeet. All right, Star Wars Planet. Can you talk about foods that cause inflammation and also foods that reduce it as well? That's going to depend on person to person, but usually from my personal experience and opinion, and from what the Swole fam, all the feedback from the elimination diet, it's going to be vegetable oils and seed oils. So any of those polyunsaturated fatty acids, grains, very common, processed dairy, a lot of dairy. So maybe if you have access to grass-fed, grass-finished, raw dairy, but that's baby cow. That's baby cow food. It's baby cow food. It's not really meant for humans to consume, in my opinion, if you can avoid it. So, or is it sugar? So processed sugar outside of fruit. When it's in the context of fruit, you're getting fiber, you're getting other, micronutrients that your body, it doesn't react the same way inside the body. But once you start isolating the sugar and you start, manipulating the sugar, different types of sugar, sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, those types of things, ice cream, sugar, liquid calories, even fruit juice is just pure sugar, and it's very taxing on the pancreas. You're not getting any of that delayed absorption that you'll get when it's in context of other foods or other carbohydrates. So bottom line, you want to do an elimination diet. And the elimination diet is fantastic because it will help you customize your nutrition. So it will help you take your nutrition back to ground zero, where you can learn what foods work best for you, and then take it from there. So you eliminate foods for 6 to 8 weeks, and then you implement one type of food one day at a time over the course of a couple extra weeks after that to test and see the reaction to certain foods. And you'll find which foods your body really reacts well to, ones that's kind of like neutral on, and ones that really fuck your world up. And then you avoid those. It's very simple. And of course, as your gut biome changes and as you're starting to eat better foods, I recommend bone broth. I recommend grass-fed beef. I recommend organ meats. Like a lot of that stuff will happen over time. If you go from not eating a lot of fat to a ton of fat, you might have some digestive issues. You might have the shits because you're just getting in all of a sudden tons of saturated fat. If you go from not getting a lot of fat to cooking everything in beef tallow, you might have some you might have some watery poops just because your body is getting a ton of certain oils, and saturated fats that I should say that it's not used to. But as your body adapts and adjusts to a new nutritional protocol, it'll be the standard for you. I mean, I feel fucking amazing, and I have tons of fat. I eat fruit, and that's pretty much the game I play, and I feel fantastic. I really feel fantastic. So inflammation really refers to the most, I guess the most understandable way to think about inflammation would be leaky gut. So for example, if you're eating foods that your body is having kind of like autoimmune reactions to, certain foods will lead towards swelling in the, very simply put, swelling in the small intestine, in the wall. And the wall of the small intestine can actually be like as thin as one like cell thickness. And this is so digested food can absorb through kind of like with a gate through to the bloodstream. Your body can absorb nutrients and sugars and things of that sort and fats. That way, your body can process them and send them where they need to be, et cetera, et cetera. Now, when you have inflammation in the gut lining, what happens is larger particles and things that should not be getting through get through, and your body can actually have autoimmune responses and actually have inflammatory reactions where your body's own cells attacks these invaders because they're not supposed to be going through that threshold. They're not supposed to be going through the small intestine. They're not supposed to be going through, at least in that form. And you can have like allergic reactions and sensitivities and things of that sort. So you can learn more. If you go to links.papaswolio.com, you'll see a link to like the blog articles for the elimination diet and such. And if you hear some noise in the background, that's just lawn work being done. The mowing has begun. The mowing has commenced, which is great because there was like a couple snakes out there I saw. Or not today, but there was like the other day, there was like a big old thick, like chunky snake. I hope it wasn't a poisonous one. Svenka, you're fired. Oh, goddamn. Which organs do you eat other than liver? Heart, kidney, spleen? In terms of eating or supplementation, because I get a lot of things in supplements too. Get testicle in desiccated organ, but actual physically eat liver, heart. Oh, a second. Let me, let's do some Swole variant. Hold on. Let me just close the window. There we go. Make that a little bit easier. The noise gate should take care of most of it. But in terms of actually eating, beef heart, although I haven't cooked beef heart in a while, but I have it in the freezer, so I'll have some beef. I should probably do some of that. But beef liver is the one that I really have in full form most frequently. All right, a couple more questions. Got it. Drop in the comments down below. Off to see Transformers? What do you mean? Like a movie? They make another one? Give me a break. Are you for real? Like another one? Really? I have no idea what movies are coming out. I don't watch TV or see ads or for anything. Tyler, does carbs, fats, and proteins in grams count towards calories? If so, how does it? Yeah, well, that's just the mass versus the energy can be extracted. So carbs and protein are 4.1 calories per gram and fat is 9. Guess what alcohol is? 7 calories per gram. Dun, 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 dun. What's the difference between how it affects your body, processed sugar, and raw honey? Well, think about it. Like raw honey, first off, when it comes to allergies, raw honey, like local honey. So if you have a farmer's market, especially this time of year in the fall, I would recommend getting some raw local honey. How many of you have seen improvements with your allergies since consuming local raw honey? That is tremendous in giving your body because when you're getting honey, like you're getting, I'm not a honey expert, but the pollen you're getting from all the local flowers and things that you would normally maybe have a reaction to. And if you're eating local raw honey, then you're actually getting those in small capacity that your body will actually adapt to. And it's helped people's allergies tremendously that have suffered from that. Local raw honey is fantastic. But when you're getting actual raw honey, Cerny, like you're getting a lot of these micro nutrients and little micro like minerals and just other benefits inside the honey that leads to, I believe honey is also, it's like antibacterial. It's also a vasodilator. I believe it also is like a precursor in some cases to nitric oxide. I forget. But there's a lot of benefits, just like eating a piece of fruit versus getting a fruit juice where it's extracted and you're just getting tons of the sugar without the fiber. So things like if you're eating a piece of fruit, there's fiber in the fruit that slows the absorption into the bloodstream. So you're not just getting this crazy insulin spike, plus you're getting all the other micronutrients that aren't extracted when you blend it and pulverize the cell walls and destroy the fiber and are just drinking the juice. So you're not just getting like a soda. So anytime when you're taking sugar outside of fruit via processing and you're just adding it to other foods, you're just getting a lot of impact on your pancreas. You're getting a lot of impact on blood sugar levels and all the other aspects of essentially sugar toxicity in your gut and your microbiome. So it's a lot for your body because you're not supposed to have sugar outside of fruit. That's how you're supposed to consume it. You're not supposed to drink sugar. Doesn't make sense. Think about it. You don't go outside and see Coca-Cola bottles. You go outside and see mangoes or watermelon, and you're getting a lot of other elements in that fruit, especially when it's in season. And now we're coming out of the fruit season in many places. I think up north, there's apples and stuff like that. Some people are fine with apples. Some people aren't. But like you're getting a lot of you're getting the fruit in your climate, what's appropriate for that climate. So you have longer days in the summer, right? Hotter days, you have more fruit. Makes sense. Hydration, sugar, it makes sense. So you eat those in the winter, there's no fruit, right? Trees aren't fruiting. You're inside, it's colder, you're having more bone broth, fat, protein, less carbohydrates, which is better. Shorter days, you don't need a lot of sugar, you don't need a lot of those types of things. Think about it. So honestly, if you're living in a colder climate in the winter, it's almost perfect to like shift your diet towards a really high fat diet. Maybe not keto, but definitely doing a lot more of high fat, protein, bone broths, grass-fed beef. You don't need a lot of carbohydrates. You are mowing. Mows the grass. Yeah, don't drink your calories. All right. We'll take a couple more questions. I know if you hear in the backgrounds, because that's why I wanted to go earlier too, do the show earlier so we wouldn't do it during the mowing. So perfect timing. We could have ended already, but take a couple more questions. Ooh, good name. Dingus Chingus. I wish to know your origins. I don't know what that means. I wish to know your origins. Your name is Dingus Chingus. All right. Pound Cake 123. Do you eat pork and seafood? I do have some bacon. I do love bacon. But I will say, if you're not getting pastured heritage breed pork bacon, if you're just getting run of the mill, it's not really a good source. It's not really a good idea. Much higher in omega-6s, linoleic acid. So in general, you want to get ruminant animals like grass-fed beef, like cows, which are going to be much better for you in terms of a better omega-3 and a lower linoleic acid ratio. Because a lot of times these, confined animals, they also get fed tons of corn and soy and grains, which are high in omega-6, and you really want to keep that lower. So seafood, I had sushi last night. So we have that once in a while, and I have sashimi. I really don't go for anything else. Mama Swolio gets like a roll. I don't mind white rice now and again, but she gets a roll with like some seaweed. It was avocado and crab or whatever. So I'll have a couple of those because I like avocado. Avocado is a fruit, so I prefer fruit and meat. Fruit and meat. A lot of people think that avocado is a vegetable. It's a fruit. And you get great fiber in avocado, and it's delicious and good fat. So avocado. And again, when it comes to eating higher fat diet, coconut can be great. I mean, these are very low in linoleic acid. Same with avocado, for example. Cooking in beef tallow, butter, those are all very low in linoleic acid. So you really want to avoid any of those polyunsaturated fatty acids like canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. Those things are not good for the body. All right. JB0999_workout. Papa Swolio. Thoughts on working out with Rona. 1 rep better than no reps. Like working out at home, don't go spreading that shit. If you feel up to it, then train. It's pretty straightforward. Last year, 2020, Mama Swolio did a test and it showed that she had the Rona, and she called me and she goes, I just tested, and do you want me to come home or I can get a hotel? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Come home. And I just kept on training every day. We're in the apartment. I just kept on training. She was tired for a couple days, lost like a little bit of smell for like a day or two. And then she was fine. I just made sure I just gave her tons of, so when she was like staying with me, like we were living together, obviously at that time, been for a while. So I ate extra beef liver and I just got extra sun, and I would bring her out and she would just sit outside, and I make sure she got tons of sun. You open the windows and stuff and get some circulation stuff. I felt fine. I can't tell if I actually had any symptoms. I think I felt like a little bit kind of groggy or a little bit sluggish during a couple of my workouts, but I also wasn't getting perfect sleep at that time. So I don't know. I've been fine. She's fine. So if you feel good enough to work out, then work out. Just do it at home. That's right. All animals should be pasture raised, or, the way an animal should be raised, right? Rebecca says ruminant animals should be grass fed. Non-ruminants, pigs and poultry should be pasture raised. Absolutely. 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 Barbells and spike poles? Wait, barbells and pike poles. What? What is the proper form for skull crushers? To the forehead or behind the head? You can do both. Actually, I got to take a video of a new bar that I got a couple weeks ago. It's a skull crusher bar for triceps where it's bowed out so it clears your head, so you can go towards your forehead and go all the way down because there's a space for your head. It's fucking awesome. I didn't know if I'd like it at first, but it's pretty cool. I think I would like the handles a little bit closer together, but it's pretty sweet. So proper form, you can do both. If you go a little bit behind the head, I would recommend trying on an incline too. That's a great way to do skull crushers on like an 80 or 75% incline, because you'll get more of the long head of the triceps. So if you get a little bit more shoulder flexion, you'll get a little more of the long head. So that's a great way to do it. If you kind of drop down and then at the bottom, you kind of drop back behind your head, you'll get a little bit more of the long head too. So I'm not a big fan of just going to the head. I don't know. Sometimes you get a little bit too much compressive force with the elbow. Ooh, the weed whacker's coming out. Very nice. Ooh, Victor Stein. I'm actually going to take this a little bit personally. You don't understand my lived experience. As we covered earlier in the podcast, I have identified as a woman for this entire episode. So Victor Stein says, "You beautiful man. What type of split do you follow? Love you. Keep grinding, man. I'm a beautiful woman." Okay, so get it fucking right.
Chicks will dig you.
Get it right.
Dudes or whatever gender thing you're into.
You need to respect my lived experience. I don't appreciate you assuming my gender, Victor, but thank you. What type of split do I follow? Lately, I've been doing a chest, back, legs, and arms, and I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite splits, just because anytime you want to like push something back or adjust a workout day, you don't have to shift. I don't like doing one body part per day because you miss one or you feel a little bit sore and you just kind of shift one thing around. Everything gets pushed back. I like a chest and back. I like a 3-day split. That way I can adjust. If I feel a little bit sore or tight, I can just do a higher rep day. I can do more of a mobility day. If I want to take an extra rest day and just do more mobility, it does, 1 day shift. I just like it. I like doing chest and back. I've tried many times to do chest and biceps and do chest and triceps, and I just can't. I have to hit the heavy body parts together. I don't like doing chest and then an accessory. I like to do the big body parts, and then I like to focus. And I like kind of going back and forth together because I don't like doing all of one body part. I hate that. I fucking hate it. I shouldn't say I can't do, but I just really can't stand doing all of chest and then starting triceps. Like, no, I'm giving chest everything. I don't have extra to be like, oh, okay, now I'll stop chest and do triceps. No, I want to do chest and back, and I'll kind of go with rest periods, of course, because I'm going for strength, back and forth. But then when I'm done with all of it, I'm just fucking done. I don't like to stop one thing to start something else. No, I go until it's fucking done. I don't leave stuff in the tank, so I never want to stop. So I like to do it together. Let's get America, please. Thank you. All right. Frobro213. What's your favorite cut of steak? Love your vids. Fuck yeah, ribeye. Motherfucker. That's an easy one. Easy question. S. Filio Luca. How many hours are you exposed to the sun? A few to several hours a day. I got an hour or so earlier, did a cold plunge, and actually, that's why I'm trying to adjust maybe like when the podcast is being done. We'll see where we kind of settle. Probably maybe even push it a little bit earlier, but I'm going to go right back outside. I'm trying to in the sun as much as I can all day long. I'm in the sun all fucking day. All fucking day. I think, speaking of which, that's the last question because I want to go get some sun right now. All right, Matthew, what do you mean by too much compression in the elbow? It depends on how you're warmed up. Like, if you're just, I don't know. I don't really know what I meant by that. It depends on how you're warmed up. Some days you feel a little bit more loose and better than others. That's why I like doing bis and tris together because it's a great pressure support around the joint. But it depends. Like, you can do tris with different angles. You can do it lower and get a lot more elbow flexion, but you're not going to get as much with the long head because you're not getting enough shoulder flexion. So there's different places. Like with triceps, you can do them standing like this. You could do them overhead leaning. There's just a bunch of different angles because you get the long head, the short head. You get the different heads of the triceps from different angles. So it's very simple. Like, lifting is very simple, and you just have to adjust the angles. It's really not complicated. So there's not a lot of variety. The joints just do the same thing, but depending on what position it is and where the tension starting on the muscles, different mechanical tension, you can get different benefits and different stress on the muscles. All right, I'll take a couple more questions. Fine. Nicole, Papa Swolio, I want to get off acid reflux meds. I know elimination diet is where to start. Should I stop taking my meds while eliminating and reintroducing to see how my body reacts? Well, I mean, are you on medication? I'm not going to tell you what to do aside from a doctor, or you're just taking like over-the-counter Prilosec or something like that, or Zantac or something like that. Personally, I will tell you from my personal experience, I used to be on Prilosec like 15 plus whatever years ago. I forget what time frame that was, but I used to be on Prilosec, and I went actually completely, I forget if it was vegetarian or vegan, but I went completely alkaline. But at the time, I wasn't eating perfectly. I wasn't eating excellent. I wasn't doing grass-fed. I was eating a lot of like hormone-pumped chicken. I was doing a lot of acidic foods and really not quality. So that was fucking me up. And I went like vegan or vegetarian for like 6 months, cured it, went back to grass-fed beef because education, all this kind of stuff, never have any issue again. I eat meat all the fucking time. So I would recommend, depending on your situation, elimination diet's great. Definitely shifting over to grass-fed beef, organ meats, bone broth is fantastic. It just depends on the context. I'm not going to tell you anything against doctors' orders, but you definitely want to experience things the way you're supposed to experience them. You don't want other variables when you're testing these things. And it does take time. These things don't go away instantly. But changing your nutrition and your habits like that will be an absolute game changer for you. Not to mention sleep. So, I'm never going to sit here and say, stop taking your meds. Unless they're over-the-counter stuff and it's your choice. If it's like prescription, then you're prescribed for a reason. So that's a personal decision. So I'm not going to make that for you. But you're going to change your life by changing your nutrition habits. And I would stay plugged in, looking into all the stuff we talk about with like cooking with things like beef tallow, really lowering your linoleic acid intake. Dairy is a big one. Sugar is a big one. Grains, a lot of carbohydrates, that's a big one too. Even a lot of vegetables and things can cause acid reflux. But cooking with things like beef tallow, grass-fed butter, also grass-fed beef. What do we got here? Organ meats. Those things are fantastic. That's a real heart and soul of my nutrition. I never have acid reflux issues, ever. Sugar, beer, alcohol, those things are very common to cause acid reflux. Very common. So I would look into that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to get off medication, but you're not going to need that shit if you change your nutrition. All right, fam. Let's give away today's Swole card. Excellent questions. Excellent. Let's give this shit away. Remember, join the Swole fam today over at swolenormousx.com. Apologize for the noise towards the end of today's podcast. Obviously, got some yard work going on, which is great because we had a fucking jungle outside. So go enjoy your day. Let's give away a little Swole variant. And reminder for those of you that have not yet joined the fam, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Where is it? Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Join us. Join us. More girls. Monday, September 27th. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Accountability, new releases and announcements. What's going on this week? Don't miss out on that. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, inside Swole TV. So tomorrow's episode 1970 will be for members only. Don't miss a single episode. Join the fam today, swolenormousx.com. Let's fucking go. All right, let's give this shit away, shall we, fam? Swole variant. Who's got it? All right, we got a winner. Oh, and you got two Swole cards in your picture. Isabel Pineda, congratulations. So apparently you've won a Swole card before. You've won two. You have a 7 Pillars and a Go Deeper. Well, coincidentally, you have also won a Swole variant card. Congratulations, Isabel. Everyone's going to be jealous. I know. All right. Come on. Congratulations. Haters gonna hate. We'll keep on playing. We'll keep on dropping some Swole variant. We got to spread this worldwide. Congratulations. Isabel sent us an email. support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1969 in the subject. And your mailing address in the bio of the email. Excellent. All right, fam-wise, let's nut this beach. Go enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll keep you posted. I know we've been having some earlier shows. We will keep you posted on the scheduling, of course, always trying new things, mixing it up. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Ask Papa Swole will be available shortly on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you leave a 5-star review if you have not yet done so, and leave a written review because I want to do some giveaways, some raffles, some shout-outs to those that are leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. So make sure you do so. You can also head over to www.thedailyswole.com for all the links for listening and watching the live stream. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Remember, 10 a.m. tomorrow, fam, episode 1970, full members, inside Swole TV. All right, let's nut this beach, Falcon. Take us away. Let's go. No, do it. Just fucking close it up. I don't care about your problems, man. Fucking Christ.
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Love me some man casting. Start the day with Papa Swolio. I like that. Start the day with Papa Swolio. Love me some early man casting. Get it in. We get it in early. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
He's on fire!
All right, let's jam this fucking shit out here. Let's get some sunshine. My nips are chilly. Chilly. Time to heat up those nips. Make some gains today, beaches. Oh, yeah.
Boom shakalaka!
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and preach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was trained, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Fuck you, Joe. Jesus Christ. Cock piano? What do you think? With my dick. That's my dick. It's a fucking miracle I don't hit like all the keys, because that knowledge cock is just so veiny and fat. Are we still live? Hell yeah, we are. All right, fam. SwoleNormousX.com. Join the fam today. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Aaron is going for a ruck. Excellent bass bunny love. Enjoy the sunshine, Papa, or bass bunny. I will enjoy the sun. I'm going to go get some sun on my nips. I'll tell you what, fam. If you still want a little extra post-Swole action, a little smoking a pancake, head on over to the Swole Fam Telegram chat right now. And of course, if you're not a member, join the fam, get access to all the private Telegram chats, Swole text, and so much more. So let's head on over there, continue the conversation, and we'll see you tomorrow for the accountability meeting. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new